Good morning. I am having technical difficulties, but we are getting there. I want to do one more thing because I think my volume's way too high. How is everybody this morning? Good morning, Xavier. Hello. I have did a little bit while we were gone. If you remember from the last stream, we were in the dead of winter, and now I paused it on March 4th because I want to get out here ASAP. Maybe even get your opinion on what we do for the vehicles in our farm plot. Now, I was talking to someone this weekend, and they talked about having one of each. When I say one of each, I mean one tractor. We don't want that. Well, actually, we probably do, right? We want them to purchase fuel, so let's do. Now, can we buy with our dollars? It doesn't hurt if we buy with our dollars. This one's speed is 32. Good. How you doing, Teapot? So let's take a look at... Yeah, so we only have one choice of tractor. So we might as well get at least 3 of them because I don't think anybody would argue that 12 fields is going to need at least 3 tractors. So I'd like to get your opinion because even though I have played since, or we're just going to get this started, right? Get those 3 tractors going. Should we get a 4th tractor? Do you guys have an opinion about which way we go as far as the number of vehicles? I know at one point I would do 3, 4, 5, meaning that I would have 3 regular vehicles, three tractors, 4 trucks, and 5 harvesters. So I'm not sure if that still would be, a good combination at that point. Now, part of the problem I understand is that we have to get all the stuff off the field and into the silo and or taken away before we're able to what do you call it? Before we're able to, but we're going to lose the crops if we don't. So what do you think? Does anybody have an opinion? Should we go with an extra tractor? I don't mind the idea. We can always take it out of there. It's not like we won't use it. Yes, 4 tractors. Yeah, winters. Yeah, see, in the past, it didn't matter. I mean, you always wanted to get it sown, but you didn't want it to, like, it didn't matter that you didn't have the extra tractors getting out there first thing in the spring. All right, so with that note, we will get another sower. So how do they harvest the crops if they don't use trucks? Bit of time before it all goes to good. Yeah. I know at one point I was talking about not using trucks on the farm and just having them be pickups to the silos. I'm not sure what is best. But I think at the time it was like, well, no, I just soon have them in the farm. There wasn't like so much benefit. Sometimes people are doing things, and I know there's not a huge benefit either way. But it would be nice. Yeah, it would be good to see. Now, another thing I did since the last time was I did add a bunch of mods. So I think we got, small farm, modular farm. I'm not sure. Well, this thing just kind of looks huge, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not exactly what I was picturing. And then we got like tiny industries, which I guess would be factory. So this should be interesting. Oh, look, they put cattle. There we go. So like some of this came into industry. I guess it is. Where you could do a small cattle field. Okay, distribution offices gather the crops. Might have to try that. Might be something that the distribution offices are good for. And it certainly would clear your farm from, you could have extra vehicles on the farm. All right, so let's see. So we have a tiny bauxite refinery, tiny alumina. Now, by the way, notice this. They did put bauxite, alumina, which is a, thing. Now they spelled it wrong here, aluminium. And then they got it right someplace else. I think there was another place I saw that called it aluminum. I'm just kidding there. But and just so you know, the first person who discovered aluminum was British, and he called it aluminum. So it's not all our fault. Small refinery. So anyway, we got small things. Where is the one? Like little, like brick kilns. Like so we got a bunch of small stuff that we could try here. Where was the one? Okay, wood pitch extraction. So we could do bitumen with this, and then gas conversion. We can get fuel out of the wood. I don't know what you guys think about all that kind of, you know, it's mixed feelings. I mean, I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with having smaller things that cost you money, right? So big, and in real life, you could get sap. I'm not sure if you'd make asphalt out of tree sap, but or resin. I mean, there might be something there. Maybe you guys know that they ever did that in real life. Yeah, so we could try the distribution office. Now, we don't gonna have a ton of money, so we should get, we might as well get our sowers in here, right? We got our fuel. So do we still stay with just 4 tractors if we're gonna end up trying to do distribution office? And then should we spend how we don't have any real money? So do we get a loan out with dollars because we can, theoretically we'll be able to pay those dollars back a lot quicker. And I was thinking about this too, and I probably should have checked it. I was trying to do too many things before the episode. We sprung forward, so for me it's now 9 a.m. And last week it would only be 8 a.m., so it was sort of a little bit of a rushed morning to get this going. But with this, would it be all the fees that we're paying? Where's our money? All right, well, if we look at, not the loan, not the current prices. Yeah, this. We look at how much, well, let's do like last month. Where does it give us the delivery cost? 13,000. See that? Like we're paying a ridiculous amount of delivery cost. I'm wondering if we wouldn't be better off just borrowing money, borrowing American dollars for now. You know what I mean? And just like run off of the American dollar loans. Because otherwise, the rubles are just costing us a fortune in delivery cost for all this stuff. I'm thinking that the interest on the loan to float us for that much longer would be better than all these delivery costs. Now, it doesn't really tell you exactly how much the delivery cost was for each thing. So was some of that for vehicles, maybe, that we wouldn't be able to avoid? Yeah. We'll definitely have enough. Part of it is, too, though, to get as much exported, right? Because we need money. At some point here, very shortly, this whole grand experiment can end for the lack of finances at this point. Yeah, we have nothing, And I did run it forward in time, so we got like a bunch of these roads built. I should probably, that's what I was in the middle of when the spring came, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the crops and then get those smaller buildings. You guys had made some suggestions on what to do with different mods. Now, I didn't find a smaller butcher, but I did find, let's see if he's in here. Is it going to be under factory? Is all the food stuff, I guess, under factory? Probably. All right, so concrete. Yeah, there's pig, cow, chicken farms and all that. But that I got from like a long time ago. Small refinery. Small food factory would be interesting too. Just to get it up and going. It's still relatively expensive, but not nearly as bad. And that would at least get us some food. Or do we just go with the regular since we already kind of have it all planned and fit in there? But there should be in here somewhere. Oh, there it is, a smokehouse. I was wondering if we don't go with the smokehouse just because, you don't really need that much meat. And this would definitely be enough meat for our little town here so we could stop importing it. Now, you need a little bit of wood, and I'm kind of okay with that because I think one of the next industries that was suggested, and I agree, is maybe we can head over here or something and get a little woodcutter going and then start with this bitumen, wherever that was, pitch extraction, which is bitumen. And then we could go over to wood gas conversion plant. Yeah, NATO loan. That does make sense with the NATO loan, doesn't it? And then switch everything back over to, like not buying anything that we don't need to from the Soviet. Okay. See, it doesn't take long. You get when there's only 8 people watching, you guys get much like more chance of getting your thing done. The first vote, right? That's all we need. That's all the convincing I need. All right, so let's go take a loan out. Wrong one. All right, so let's, I don't know, get 100,000, I guess. Not page 1. Duration. Oops. I mean, we don't need a ton. I guess I'd rather it be a year. Though I don't like the way they do the interest rates. They still haven't, in my opinion, fixed that. Like, if you get a longer loan in life, you get a lower interest rate. Now, I don't know if they're does. I don't know. I don't understand why they're doing it that way or showing it this way. Never really did. It just encourages you to take out a shorter loan, which just isn't the way life usually works. But whatever, because they want you to, borrow the money for more years. They make their money, over that period of time because they make more because it's compounded every year, right? That's why you get a lower interest rate because they make the same amount of money in a sense, like in the long run. All right, but in any event, we're going to borrow that money. And then let's go back and switch over all these things that cost us money. All right, so there's the sports doesn't cost us this. I think them down here, right? So our construction will be out of this. So that's going to be. We might be borrowing money sooner than I expected because I didn't really think too much. But that's all right. We're not really ready to construct everything, though we did get these roads done. Probably want to just keep plowing ahead with roads, too. All right, so, and I don't want to forget. All right, yeah, because the only thing we have is a factory connection. Where is that even at? Yeah, we'll do the gas station. All right, so there's roads to keep our trucks moving. I want to pin that and shrink it just so that every time I open it, it doesn't. Is the factory connection here still not done? We got one worker out there. Yeah, we don't have a roller. I guess we're going to need a roller eventually. And we can't buy one from the Americans, I don't think. No, personal car or covered haul. That's not a great selection from them. All right, let's just get a roller so that hopefully that'll go a lot faster. All right, so now, well, I should have, before I even took out that loan, well, here, let's see. Did we switch everything over? No. Because we still have this. We still should have this. Nope, that's the wrong one. Did I get the right one there? Yeah. Dollars. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, dollars. Good. Everybody over here is buying stuff on dollars again. And then, all right, so we're going to get, what, 4 harvesters? And then we need to get a distribution office, too. So that needs to get going pretty quickly. Is that going to be under cargo? Yeah, small distribution. I don't want to block my train tracks. Yeah, maybe we do it like this way, but then let's just smooth out a bit around where it was. You know, I could drop this down. Let's do. And what I'm thinking of is some place that makes a bit of sense. We could probably, maybe across, these probably aren't going to line up perfectly. What does that look like? It's, you know, it's practical because it connects the two spots. I guess that's fine. So that way he can get out and get along to these. And really, we just have a nice loop that shouldn't block the railroad tracks cutting through there. Who knows? We might want to. It's a pretty steep hill. Oh yeah, let's look at this. I haven't been using this because I'm not used to having it. Over here. Yeah, so that's awful steep. So we might need to do a bit of a bridge or something if we were going to get the railroad out that way anyhow. Now we could possibly even get the railroad. Yeah, that's getting awful. Well, yeah, I mean we'd have to redo the road a little bit, but we might be able to get that turned and out through here. We'll see. Not too worried. We could always move one of the fields if we had to. Yeah, I do like this. I'm not used to it, and I've done so much leveling in the past that I don't even really feel like I need it, but I will try to remember to take a look at that, because it certainly just can't hurt. Alright, so let's commit to that road, and then get this guy. No. That's right, I got it open. Get this guy working on these things so he can get that done ASAP. And then one thing fun about this game, there's always something that you need to do, right? So we're talking 4 harvesters. Let me catch up on some chats here. It's 3 p.m. in Europe. Yeah, middle of the afternoon. To me, it's like barely the morning started, especially because daylight savings time, changing the time like that feels, it still feels like it's 8:20 in the morning. 2 p.m. in the UK, yeah. Barcelona. Welcome, everybody, by the way. Are you heading for an empty gravel quarry? I'm not sure 100% what you mean. I am heading for a gravel quarry. Yeah, we got our road crews out there delivering. This big construction office, even though you can't see which vehicles are in there because of that cover, is nice, and the fact that we've got plenty of vehicles parked there. So look, compared to normal when you only have 10, like I feel like I could add that roller. And did we get that job done? No, factory connection. What is wrong with you? Factory connection. We got 3 workers. Why can't we get a mechanism out there? I did check off the only deliver. There he goes. See, when the boss complains, oh, that's the bulldozer. So when the boss complains, a job gets done, right? So is there any way to really... You can't tell what's in there unless you... Yeah, so is he driving him out there? I can't imagine he has... The only work we have for a roller would be this job, I think. Well, let's see. I guess we can find the roller. And... No. Where are you at? Oh, there you are, hiding behind... Oh, jeez. What happened there? Hiding behind the dump truck. Yeah, so is there a reason that you're not getting sent out there, I wonder? Or are they at a different part? Oh, maybe we're not even at the... No, we sort of look like we're at the asphalt stage, right? Yeah, laying asphalt. Oh, laying asphalt. So are we having problems with the asphalt plant, just out of curiosity? No workers. It says laying asphalt, but it didn't say you need any. Right, it's not saying like resources on site or anything. Normally it tells you that there's a certain amount there, so... I don't know. Is this the final phase and I'm messing up because it's been a while? Or do we need to get the... That would be our last vehicle. I don't know if I want to take up our last vehicle slot for the paving truck. But again, I guess we're going to need it, right? So we can always move it over to our depot. Nope, wrong one. It's not like it's that much money. All right, good. So now, do we have enough money? I keep intending to come over here and buy buy harvesters with dollars. No, let's buy everything with dollars. Right, 9,000. Oh yeah, we can get. Now I know these aren't the greatest ones, but for now at least. As a matter of fact, how much better would these be? Those were Oh, you know what? Maybe those were even better, weren't they? Let's see. That was 22. Yeah, this one's there. These are the better ones for now anyway. But there is an even better coming along, so good. Well, I feel even better about borrowing the money to not spend it. Because, you know, we do really need to watch our rubles more than anything else. And if we have to go way into debt building these things using dollars, I think we're better off than that import fee all the way from the Soviet. Have you just never played at Teapot, or is this just something you enjoy watching? I enjoy watching it myself. I mean, that's when I was a little kid. I used to sit in the dirt pile. We used to have like a shed in the backyard, and then off the back of the shed, my dad built like a little like lean-to kind of, you know, playhouse area. Well, right in front of that became like a dirt pit. You know, not always mud, but a lot of times it was just dirt. And I used to get my cars out there and build construction sites. So it's not much wonder I like this game. Hello, Oberus. Ouroboros. Yeah, I think that's easier than I'm trying to make it sound, isn't it? What do we have here? Yeah, we got our bus stop. I guess we might as well get that started. Is there any other priorities in our construction? I want to get some crops in. That means we really do need to get... Well, we need to get the distribution office done. Then I guess our next priority needs to be, at the very minimum, getting up to this, like, food factory. And I guess we'll go with the big food factory. I don't think it'll cost us... Well, 75 steel. What's the little ones cost us? Factory. There's too much. Small food factory. Yeah, what does it look like? Well, it's got a lot of connections. And we could also talk about like building a bigger one back here later. Right? I mean, I don't think there's any reason I couldn't get this guy in here one way or the other. Yeah, I guess we'd want this to go down. Yeah, that might be good. Yeah, let's go with the small one just to save ourselves some money. We'll see. You know, and it fits in with our plan. Not that our plan couldn't have changed. Oops, what am I doing? Just clicking random buttons. Let's see if we can get this thing. Yeah, don't connect to that road, because then you're gonna... Will you connect to that for me without me having to fiddle it? Let's see. Are you gonna yell at me? No, thought that might look good. Not sure why it doesn't always auto connect. All right, well there we go. So now we can get... Yeah, that's a lot of paving. We can get that connected. All right, let's commit to that. Right, in the meantime, we're working diligently on getting up into here and getting this going. How's our money doing? We're still fine. It's not going down too fast. All right, that conveyor is not going to be cheap, but that's going to save us a lot. That conveyor is going to be worth it. And then eventually, we could build a conveyor if we want to replace the gravel purchasing here. Well, we won't come in here anymore, so we'll replace the gravel purchase here anyway, but we could set this all up to have these two use the gravel. Now, we could always deliver gravel there, too. I'm not sure how worth it that is. Not like the gravel cost us that much. But still, we're going to try to be self-sufficient here. Now, when you're talking about the video, are you talking about the videos from the railroads online being the volume. Yeah, that became. I switched computers. Sounded good like when I first did it, but then like there was definitely issues with that train being so darn loud. And I think that as the videos have gone by, it should be better. Let me know if you think it's not. Ah, no computer. That explains it. Aurora Barris. Hard R. Softer one in the Barris. Aurora Barris. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Sorry about that. Your description's probably good. I'm not sure what a short hard R would be. Like Ouroboros, maybe, right? In any event. I'm not that much of a linguist, I guess, to be able to follow instructions. All right, so I guess we need to get started. Well, I really want to prioritize the construction over here. So we have some time to fiddle around, don't we? All right. Well, let's get this done. Let's. Oh, look, the mechanism. Oh, because we got it full. That was worth buying those things, just so that it would stay closed. All right, so there we go. So now the next priority is going to be this. We'll have this connection. And I think as far as roads go, let's get this one going, because we want to get up to there ASAP. And yeah, our guys, we still have a few dump trucks and whatnot down here. So we kind of have pretty much the makings of a road crew that I can pull right out of here. We might need a couple extra dump trucks. Well, no, we already got 4. I mean, you could actually make a separate, when we do build all the way up to here. I think, did I put a construction office up here yet? Yes. We don't have any electricity, though, do we? Now, we don't need electricity other than for the fuel, but that's kind of an awful good reason to have electricity, too, to be honest. So really, I'm thinking, yeah, see, when we start, this is always one of my debates, like when you first start out and you're in cheap mode because you don't have any money, we really want to get that road built all the way up there. And it would really be nice to run a high-powered line that far, but I'm not sure that we can justify it in life. Now, we don't even have electricity over here. Oh, yeah, we do. All right, what is this? That's just, that's where we would continue on. Now, there's this. Let's see what we did. I don't know. We don't fully have electric over here, do we? I don't see a. Let's get rid of that. I don't see a. Did I not do that because I wanted it to not connect to the road or something? Yeah, it looks like we could get everything. We do it sideways this way. Oh, what happened? All right, and then we'll. Let's go with these, not quite the biggest, because this is a pretty industrial area, right? Okay, so we have this sort of. No, we gotta wait. Let's get rid of that. Oh wait, that was our. Okay, never mind. There was our substation hiding behind the pole. Oops. At least I didn't delete it, right? Well, we might as well. It's going to be that short. Yeah, let's just do the full thing, right? And then, so that means, yeah, so what I was looking for, and we will do the fuller, I think the higher power. Let's see. Kind of like to take it. Yeah, like just take it like a one out and then. No, I missed. I think. No. Get rid of that. I could have used that there. Or this here. I'm not sure if we have to follow the road that close, but let's try not to put in double poles anymore. Yeah, and I just put another double pole in. Good job. There we go. All right, so now let's put another switch in because this might continue further one day. No, not that. I have no idea what we're going to do up here other than have a construction office and a little bit of power for the construction office and the ability with the switch to keep going when we want to put another construction office somewhere up here. Now, that's not totally true because we probably would also want a... Let's stay with dirt roads for a second, right? Can we come off of... No. We got that. See, I saw that little green. There you go. That's what I wanted. All right, and then we can... No, really, you don't... That's what you're... Yeah, I knew I could get closer. All right, so that gets us all attached there. But then when I'm thinking of the other thing we probably could use, especially for the sake of, you know, just construction in general, but also some storage stuff, would be, you know, gravel. All right. We'll put a little gravel storage. There you go. Storage is... Oh, look, they show... Okay. So now what is the normal small one? This one holds, yeah, 100. Yeah, so the question is, yeah, this is a lot cheaper, holds a lot less. What about this one? This one's half the size. That sounds pretty reasonable. But it still costs 16 steel, so, all right, we're better off. I mean, the little tiny one is nice, but I think we just go with the regular, not be. Now, what the only other thing, let me see, since we're there, since we were there, does this one look any... This is kind of odd. Yeah, well, let's go with just regular old plain Jane vanilla for now. If you guys have a suggestion for a good one, we'll take that into consideration next time, right? So now when we do these, if you think that this might become a busy place, it is actually better to set this off enough that truck aggregate unloading. Where's the truck? There you go. Let's put this in just for a spacer. I'm not going to hook it up. Where'd my... Oh, that's right, store. I keep looking for this picture, and it's there, but I keep thinking of it being like a section where the large and the small are right next to each other. My brain keeps going back to... Yeah, so this would want to be like that, wouldn't it? It's kind of awkward. We could do this. Yeah, I really don't like that. I really wish this... Oh, do we... Yeah, I really wish that was the opposite way. So maybe we do... Well, I don't want the tiny storage. Yeah, I'm not really... It's 80 tons of gravel. That's like a pile, which is interesting. Now, the other side of it is... Or let's think about this in a different way. Let's go back to this, but then... Right, that would be an output. Input. Yeah, maybe what we would do... Yeah, I'm thinking this. Let's get rid of this. Right, and then we'll have another road that comes up here. That's fine. Right, that'll be our gravel. We can always have, sorry, let's get rid of that. On the coming out of this way, we could always put a truck unloading up here somewhere. And then we'd have it coming out here so that eventually if we wanted to, somehow we could feed asphalt and if we wanted to create another asphalt and cement plant over here so that we could start, some kind of construction in this area. I'm not sure that this is even going to become anything but, another way station in our lives. It might not ever ramp up to much, but we'll see, right? So this is a great place for oil right here. So, there's having some construction supplies here might be good. And then this down behind us or below us, this is a nice kind of open field sort of area, like you could get a farm in here. There's plenty of flat land to work. Now, I don't think there's any real resources over in this area. Let's take a look. Let's make that big so you guys can see. So there we are looking straight ahead. I don't, if you guys can tell, but way up ahead there's some iron up on the hills. Oil. Well, we do have some uranium right next to us. Where would that be? Like right here. There is some uranium kind of right in this area. That could be interesting. But in general, this whole dark green splotch right there kind of ahead of us is just a nice place to build stuff that you're not on top of any resources. Something to keep in mind. Another farm or whatever kind of business we want up there. And I need to take a real quick break. Let me be back in 1 minute. All right, sorry about that. Had a distraction. Okay, so how are we doing on our roads? Why are we? You know what? I thought about this when I got up and walked away because I noticed that we need to be in fast forward speed to try to get some of this stuff done. Even if that means paying a little more attention. Okay, so we've got a bit of a construction office. Let's commit to those power lines, right? So at least we got like some idea of how we're going to push further. Now we could probably push pretty far with this construction office, but it's not going to be bad. And since we don't have helicopters to push real far, I think that's a pretty reasonable place to set up, some semblance of a depot for whatever construction materials at the very least. All right, let me read some of the comments that have been going by. Yeah, I think as far as the petrol station by the construction office, I think I would like to see about trying to use the fuel thing, because the last time I really played, you had to have a gas station near everything, and I'd just like to see if we can take advantage of that. It has its own fuel thing, especially in this area, because it's, same thing with the farm. I've never really, and then I did see that, like when I was playing, but I just kind of ignored it, to be honest. Like, I just wasn't thinking. And you can even see when I first started, before somebody said something, I did put in this refueling station. So we'll see. Let's play with it, and we can put a station up there if we feel better about it. Now that's the other thing too. Yeah, at some point, we're going to have to decide on where we want to put a fuel station up this way. Now, one of the things we can do is just send a truck up here and see how far it gets. Does it get all the way up there and back? Because I think from having, we played on this map quite a few times. I think that's going to be a stretch. I don't know that we're going to get all the way up there, even with gravel roads. We might get pretty darn close, but we'll probably, yeah, even if they can make it back, I think we're going to be maybe talking about a gas station up in this area or something. Oops, we got notices. Citizens' loyalty seems low. Yeah. That is another consideration. Oops, okay. Let's show me all of them just so I know how many. Yeah, the heating plant, we're not getting 100% production, but I don't think anybody is leaving because of it, right? And it's very sporadic. So I was keeping an eye on that while I was fast forwarding. Yeah, see how it's like once a month it's stopping. Well, that stopped twice. But you can see how it was sort of sporadic. Okay, we got a new vehicle. Nice. Yeah, we're going to have to tighten that up at some point. Right? Nobody's escaped, or at least not. Yeah, 3 escaped, so that could be because they got cold. We don't want too many of those. I can kind of live with 3 for sure. I mean, how was our population? Well, keep forgetting we could see it up here, but we're growing. All right, let's do all just so you can get an idea. So we're getting up close to 270, so that's good. Now, how are our houses doing? 19, 33. Yeah, we got plenty of room. Plus, we got these planned out here that we could build whenever we see fit. Now, why are you guys... so you're coming out the back door. They're coming out the loading dock of the shopping center to go over here. So, yeah, I guess that does make sense. Just have to keep that in mind. Maybe we build... Well, maybe if we get them a path. I don't know. Not that big a deal. However they get there, they get there. All right, so what's our construction office doing? Oh, we're just working on this. That's not good. Yeah, let's get over here. What happened? Oh, look at that. Yeah, let's redo that real quick. Need that to be two separate projects. Alright, there we go. So that'll get us the next step there. All of our roads out to the farms. Well, they're not connected. We'll connect them in a minute. And then let's now we only need one of these. Did we put power up here? Let's get the one that's closest, I guess. Does this power reach? Oh yeah. Good. Oh wait. Hopefully we were smart enough to get all 3 of them to reach right there. It's awful close. All right, so good. So now we need to get the power going up here, which is heading over this way. Making sure, no, it's not really connected anywhere, is it? No, so we got to get it connected before we can really build it. It should be easy enough if we can get that. Often this road building in this game is where there's a will, there's a way, right? Sort of, not always, but we'll get working on that. Yeah, so that'll be, we're making a mess out of the electrical, but we're just sort of doing it, piecemeal at a time because I don't want to spend any extra money that we don't have to spend. Speaking of which, yeah, I say we're quickly going to run out of money building all this stuff. But I don't want to take out, there's no point in taking out a bigger loan because it's just going to cost us more interest until we actually need to spend it, right? We're better off taking out a bigger loan as we go, as we actually need the money. All right, so there we go. So we'll get this done. Okay, now we have our distribution office. So, oh wait, let's do this too before we even go there. All right, we'll get the dirt road back. We'll get each of these field roads connected. That one should be connected. That one's connected. Make sure they're all connected while we're thinking of it. Yeah, see this one? Yeah. Okay, good. So now, how do we do this? Covered haul, I'm sure. It's the biggest and the best. Manage tasks. So now do we have to like put every, like pick up each and every single one of these? Load that. Yeah. And then unload it there, right? Now do we... Yeah, see, now don't... All right. Do we? I don't think we have to tell. I was going to say I don't think we have to tell it corn, right? So there you go. I'm not sure if it makes a difference what I did there. I could have put that one first or last, right? Okay, well that definitely makes a lot of sense now that I see it in action. Now why do we have? Oh, let's see. Just looking at the field names. A big field would be 11. They get because some of these are picking up the other. I was wondering why I didn't see a number 12, but some of these have different. Like some of them are Bratprova, which we probably can get rid of that. Where is Bratprova? Yeah, I don't want Bratprova there. Create a new area, city. Okay. So they're saying it's too far from that, and this doesn't. Oh no, you know what? Do we? Oh, we made new Revergrad 2 is all the way over here. It's not. What if we put Revergrad 2 or something like that closer? Here. We'll put Revergrad right in the middle. Do this II, right? Roman numeral 2. Wait, it doesn't cause any issues with this one. Not that I think the naming's that critical, but now can we delete you? Yeah. All right. This looks like shithole. In my English anyway. Well, whatever. We'll just for the sake of being determined to delete that. There we go. See, now we got the area called Farm, and we've got Revergrad 2, and I guess this got its own name, right? If you guys think of a name for that, let me know. I'm really kind of neglecting the chats here a little bit. I was starting to go through them, wasn't I? Hello, Dennis. Welcome. Matthias, welcome. By the way, yeah, anybody I've missed, I'm sorry. Not sure what distribution vehicle, office vehicles do when they run out of in the middle of the trip. Not sure what you mean, Matthias, but as far as fuel, I would think they would do it the same as all the other ones. Yeah, do they have to... Yeah, do we need power here? Ooh, yeah, you know what? That's a significant... Oh, no, do we need power, though? I don't think we need power to this, do we? And if it doesn't hold fuel... Yeah, well, any vehicle that runs out of fuel will look for a gas station that's within even a pretty far range, and it drives there empty. So That's what they'll do. So the issue is, yeah, if they're running around up here, like it certainly says that you're going to want to have a gas station most likely up in this area for them. The only other gas station is going to be here in town. Yeah, so using the distribution might just be reason to have a gas station here. And having the gas station here really wouldn't affect that much else, so it's not like it's going to hurt. Let's at least connect it up and zoom in so we can see what we're doing. All right, we're down to 19,000. It's not so good. All right, so yeah, we might as well. No, let's go assign our construction to it. That's what happened. Yeah, I'm ignoring that for the moment, though I probably shouldn't, huh? What other messages? Yeah, production. We need to do something about that, huh? Loyalty. Prices of iron ore is going down. It's good, I guess, right? For us right at this point. Alright, so now we need to stay on top of these construction assignments if I'm gonna. Yeah, that's good though. So now is where the money spending really comes in, right? How are we doing over here? Now we need to get this road and probably that road. Then we might as well start from the top, huh? And I think we're going to need some money faster than sooner. Well, let's do this. I'm going to borrow. Well, that's the duration. We're going to keep it a year. I don't know when I even have to pay it back, but let's borrow 250. All right, and then we're going to have to pay back the other one. Right, so there we go. So now it's gone. So now we have whatever money we have, and we don't have to worry about it for another year paying it back. But that money's going to get cut through pretty quickly, because as soon as we're done that, we're going to come up here. Now we'll have our warehouse and our small food factory. I knew it had a name. Let's shrink this up. And then distillery. So do we have another smaller version of that? Just out of curiosity. Now we could probably come down here, can't we? Agriculture, food, alcohol. Yeah, there we go. Microbrewery. Yeah, so this is a better way of looking up all these mods, isn't it? So microbrewery is much, much cheaper. 1 alcohol per day. Yeah, but you know what? I really want this alcohol to be a good export, and if we end up with extra crops, I think it's worth us building this big distillery. Let me know what you guys think. And then gas station before the bridge. I'm going back to look at some probably semi-old chats here. Oil plan towards your oil field. Yes, yeah. One of the easiest starts with exports is definitely to get right to oil. So yeah, and just having oil, period, just for fuel, and fuel is a pretty big expense for us. If we look at our economy, I know we kind of switched back and forth, but import of resources, 605. That's our second highest thing, and look at our first highest is gravel. So that's why, even though gravel's not the great export, it's not a bad product to start producing, so you cut down on your own expenses. I'm not sure that it's, if you're just trying to max out profits, I wouldn't go with gravel. But yeah, probably oil. If I had to, because the thing about oil is you could just export it directly. You don't even have to refine it or whatever. If you wanted to just get money going ASAP, it's like sucking money out of the ground at that point. All right. Well, are we going to have to put another truck, or are we having a problem with just the sheer number of people? You would think that we would have enough people. And that's one of the reasons I don't have 2 construction buses, is I didn't, at first we didn't need it, but even as I started doing more, get rid of that. I didn't really want to take any more people because we're just not getting a ton of them in here yet. And that's just another, you can make all the ambitious plans in the world you want, right? If you don't have people to build it, it's just going to be tough. Yeah, I think we just need to let our people build up too. So you get anxious, you want to get things done. I want to get up there, get us some money going. But at the same time, you do have to just let those. I mean, we can import more people. I'm not totally opposed to that, but it's kind of one of the things that we can make is people. So I hate to have to import them and spend our money. Then again, sometimes that might be worth it if it saves you an equal amount in return, right? So there we go. So we got plenty working on. There, money's holding up okay for the minute. Gas station just before the bridge. Do I even have a bridge? Oh, you mean, okay, never mind. So you're yes, I do have a bridge, don't I? Yeah, there's my bridge. So you're saying, yeah, maybe put a gas station up here. And that does seem like, if we look at the map, let's take a quick look at that real quick. Oops. Right, if we look at that map, this is right where the border is. So, yeah, that's pretty darn close to right in the middle, which I think is going to be a good idea and a good place. So thank you for that suggestion. Well, yeah, Ritz Matt, yeah, it's kind of an interesting. I wouldn't this goes. I mean, there's certainly a lot more to the economy and the depth of uh, of the workers and resources here compared to railroads online. But certainly there is an aspect of the railroads online has me wanting to get in here and play with the railroads. And so, I'm kind of anxious to get up to that point. I kind of wish I mean, I sort of wanted to run further ahead and get some of this stuff built before this live stream, and because I am kind of getting anxious to get our first railroads, but we're just sort of a ways off, So far, everything's going reasonably well in our little town here, but yeah, it is. They're both fun. I mean, this is not what I would consider a railroad game, of course, but that is one of the more fun things about this is the logistics and getting the railroads built and everything else now with cable cars and helicopters and everything else you have, ships. When I first started, this was just railroads. You didn't have any of that extra stuff. So it's nice that they've been working on it. Yeah, I like tea. What I like about tea myself. I mean, I could drink coffee or tea. I do think I like the taste of tea a bit better, but also I can just make like 1 cup. I don't have to make a whole pot of it, and then I end up drinking a whole pot of coffee, which I really don't need. The tea is nice, so you can just have a cup of tea whenever you want it. And yeah, all fields as a source, silo as a destination. Yep. So we got that. That's how far back I am on the comments, but catching up when I'm not distracting myself. Hey, Steve Henderson. Good to see you too. I'm glad you caught a live stream. Welcome. Xavier, up the silo percentage. Oh, you mean here? Good call. So really, I guess the best thing to do, well, I guess it doesn't matter too much because, you know, would you really even want to build your silo that close to the farm? You probably end up wanting to take your silo over here, right? Like, why not? If you might as well drag all this stuff over to here, which is then closer to your bakery and all your other stuff in this particular case. But yeah, thank you for that. That was a good call on the percentages. They can have their own fuel. Why am I not? Oh, is it down at the bottom or something? Ah, there you go. Look, I can't even open it. Why are you doing that? That's funny, isn't it? Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how I click, it won't show me it. I do see little fuel barrels in there instantly. Okay, well, we don't have. Yeah, I don't have power there. That's my problem. Right? And I'm not so sure that having a gas station... Well, look, the gas station's already built, so I've just paid for it. And it does have power at this gas station. So guess what? But I will keep that in mind for future considerations. But this isn't going to hurt us either. So how's our farm doing, by the way? Are we stop production? Yeah, I was about to go fix that. I guess the thing to do is to put another little bus on it. But then my problem was I don't know that it's... I don't think it's a problem with the little bus. I'm just wondering if it's not a problem with the construction guys taking too many people, and we just don't really have that many people. So even though I'm looking at our worker population, right, it's, oh good, look, 270. We're really, let's do all on our workers. This is like seeing we have 102. This always happens in the beginning of games. See, our workers really aren't going up that much. So it's, you know, you get ambitious. It's just, and it's not like you really want to, at this point, you don't necessarily want to import a bunch because you've got this kind of massive group. If you look at the green line down there, that's our kids that are, you know, going to become adults, I hope fairly soon. You know, so you end up with this spike. So if you end up importing a bunch of people, then you're going to end up like with way more people than you need. So we'll just cool our tool as far as, yeah, we're not getting that many escapes, which is the other side of that. I think we need to, yeah, if we do all on the escapes, yeah, see, we really haven't had 18 total. What day of the month are we in the middle? Let's just do last month. No escapes. Yeah, so I know the weather's getting a little milder, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens by next winter. If we get more people turned into adults, I think we should be in a little better shape as far as that goes. Anything else that we need to do here? Oh, thank you, Xavier. Yep, I'm going to do this for about another hour. Working it out pretty well to go to 2 hours. I have things I want to... We're having a very nice day of like 60 degrees, which for us in November is good, which is probably like 12 or 14 degrees. So it's getting up a little warmer than it normally does here. So I'm going to get outside on this beautiful Sunday and go do other things. Yeah, but of course right now it's still kind of cool. It gets down to about freezing here the last, you know, like it gets down somewhere below freezing each night and then goes back above. So when it goes back all the way up above 60, that's a nice day to get out there and rake some leaves and do all kinds of work outside. For me, anyway. All right. Oh, we got this done. Good. Yeah, well, we might as well keep progressing, right? Let's see what our construction office says. Move him down so he's not blocking anybody else's view. So he's just doing the gravel processing plant. All right, so let's get out here. I think I need another road. We'll make this one. All right, we'll get that one done and this one. And then we need to get done around to our power. Why is that? Yeah, and then we'll connect that guy up when we're ready for that. All right, so as far as the construction office goes, yeah, you need to get in here, do that here. Good. All right, what else are we doing? I will have to look into what a French style press is. Mel, thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, and I know they have like those little, what are the cup machines? You know, a lot of people use those. Um, like I said, for me too, I like coffee or I like tea, so it's not a problem just to make the cup of tea either. So you know, like if I had to choose between the two, I'm not sure that I wouldn't just generally choose tea, especially when it comes. Now, coffee has a little more caffeine. If I need a bigger pick me up, that would be. I'm not sure the difference is that much, but it seems like me like coffee has a bit more caffeine. All right, so let's see. Let's go back to assigning. Right, we got those roads. I'm thinking it might be good to get another building assigned. How's our money? 126. Yeah, and you know, if we're gonna assign that, we might as well assign that conveyor. Yeah, we got our power up here. We have a gas station. We might as well get that assigned. I don't want to get. Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much. First of all, it's only June, so we still have quite a few months. And I don't think it's going to take us that long to get these things built, especially because we went with the small food factory. And we do need to probably get that worked on too. Yeah, they can go in there and work on that. That'll get the power lines up to the thing, and then we'll just have to build that switch. So, in other words, I don't want to get. I'd rather get the food thing going, but the gravel thing is being worked on, right? So it's sort of. But then once we get in the middle of the gravel thing, I don't want it to slow down too much. Or working on these things. Then again, we still have plenty of time, so we'll see what happens. No matter what, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not like even if we start producing food. The big thing is to try to get at least some of the food into that grain silo. That's the other thing too. Could we, with the distribution office, can we do two silos? Well, not right now. We can't. But I'm wondering if I can't say do two silos. I guess you can't really prioritize one or the over the other, or if I make sure that this silo is the second one, like if I made this silo the second silo, would it try to fill this one first? And then at some point, I guess I need to just have a truck that will haul from here to there too. Right, because even if we did put the stuff in there, we need another truck to go here. Yeah, the excavator's not leaving. It does say oil tank. It's a little confusing. Import. Do it with the dollars, right? Yeah, there you go. Well, the reason for this too. Now I don't know if will the dump trucks fill up there. The reason for this gas station was because of the suggestion and good reminder that if you don't have a separate gas station from the ore processing, then if they run out of fuel, they'll end up jamming up the whole thing. Like the fuel truck will come in here to deliver it or whatever, but it will get behind because like nobody can move. Where if you have this, then any trucks that need fuel end up over here. You know, they don't end up clogging the whole works up in a sense. But whatever. Yeah, we'll see. That is good. Thank you for that suggestion. It seems like everything can hold its own fuel, which I don't know. I guess becomes a little bit bogus in a way, right? It's like a good mechanic. I think it makes a lot of sense, especially for like the construction offices. I wish the construction offices could carry like everything they needed in that sense. Like they should have generators too, you know, because if you were going to go off into the woods to do a construction site, you would bring your own generators with you. It'd just be the same thing with your own fuel can. That would just be part of it. But yeah, the fact that and I guess, a quarry would have its own, wouldn't it? But then again, it does if you just put it here. Like, to me, in some ways, this is all part of the quarry, even including the storage. This is the whole quarry here. Like, all this equipment is needed to actually get the gravel out of the ground. So. Yeah, so, well, let's keep an eye on our construction. It's going along pretty quickly, isn't it? These roads are getting done nicely. That's because I think I have those extra vehicles. Yeah, let's get working on this. It's getting that silo done is actually in some ways more important than the food. Because if we can get all the stuff off the fields in time, that'll be wonderful. And this may not be enough to hold it all with 800 tons. So now I don't think I got another silo. Or did we? Big silo holds 10,000 tons of crops. Or no, that is tons. So 104,000 tons of crops. Oop, no. Just wanted to see how big it was. It doesn't really tell us, does it? Oh, that's a small barn. I'm wondering. So that stores a whole bunch of stuff. Storehouse, pub. Yeah, so how much more expensive would this have been? What is that? Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's a nice idea, but I think it's a bit bigger than we need at this moment. I'm not sure how well you guys can even see that. Let me bring it out to a place you can maybe see. Yeah, see that? It's easier to see in yellow, maybe. It's nice. I definitely like it. It's just, yeah, we'll see. There's more messages. Are we? Yeah, let's see. Is there anything we could do for loyalty? What do you guys know? I have never done the loyalty. Let's clear out some of these. All right, let's get rid of that message. Yeah, production. We just don't have enough people. New vehicle. Trains. I guess that's for people in easy mode, huh? Yeah, they really want to warn us about the people's loyalty. Wonder if that's because people it's going above and below a certain limit. So 77% sports here. Yeah. I really don't want to spend too much money on loyalty, but is that something that I need to really worry about? So we don't even know what people's loyalty is on this thing, but it's saying... Okay, so we can send our secret police to visit? Is that the... Okay, so it doesn't really tell us we're at 20. Or, well, 18 or something. And it is going down. So besides the secret police, can we make them more loyal by something cheap? You know, like a decoration? A monument to me? Might make them happy? Like, do any of these things make people more loyal? A little Lenin statue make them happy? I would think that if you had enough of this kind of stuff, it would make them happy, right? Yeah, where would we, So do you guys know, does a statue... Okay, it's not... Okay, good. You answered my question. Thank you, Teapot. I appreciate it. Because we have some pretty big motherland calls. The rocket monument. I don't know if you remember, we were putting those up in Revergrad. We had a whole... that's why I have these MiG-22. We had a whole mall of this is nice too. Do we have all the stuff for it? I mean, how much more expensive? Yeah, I like the idea of the guy. What's it? Iron Felix Monument? I don't know what that means. I hope it's not offensive to anybody. Look at that. What is that even? Oh yeah, it's like I think that's some kind of space flight kind of thing, doesn't it? Submarine monument. Yeah, how about a Lenin monument out in front of their houses here? We already got a right, and then of course the Lenin monument. Where do we put trees? Industry, I guess for citizens. There we go, trees. There we go. We could have got the monuments from here. Yeah, we don't have any more poplar pine. Let's see if we can't plant like a beech tree there. Oops. Zoomed in this quick we move. All right, we'll do like 3 beech trees. Like one. Can we do one like right behind it? And then one like here. All right, did I put those like completely crooked? Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to delete them all. Right. Why won't are you? I can't plant a tree there now. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't now. It's not letting me plant the tree. All right, can I plant a bush? Bushes get nah. Oh, does the grass have to grow back or something? I guess. Yeah, let's see what happens when the ground, like, repairs itself. Or do I just sneak up on it and it'll do it? Nah, it's definitely... Yeah, now I seem to be, like, stuck in a mode. See how I have that little pointer thing on there? But if I hit escape, I can't get out of it. Alright, let's go select something else. There we go. Well, maybe that little red pointer's always there. I just never zoomed in that far. All right, there we go. So we got these 2 on the go. I guess that means we probably should have selected this as well. But yeah, gravel processing plant. We only got 26,000 left, so we'll probably have to go get some more money here very shortly. Unassigns works from your block of flats. Let's see. Yeah, I do like to... Yeah, see, these guys who have the 75 are unassigned. So they can go wherever they want. But I want these guys who are only 36, I do want them all going to the bus platform. I don't want them... I hope that they even grow more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just go to that bus platform. And then here, you know, I have the kindergarten and the school. I could probably actually... Because these were going to be just highly educated people if I need to force them into the schooling. At least for the temporary. So let me actually assign them to here and here. So hopefully they'll fill up some of the slots for there and there. Right, now the kindergarten doesn't necessarily need to be these people, but we do have some non-educated, so... Now, and it doesn't mean that these people can't go to other places and work, right? So I do like to try to force some people into this bus platform, and then I like to be able to, if we need to, we can take our college educated and start forcing them into this building. Though I don't think that's a huge issue for us. Now we should also make sure, yeah, we did minimize the number of workers here, right? Yeah. And this only has a few workers anyway, so, but I, you know. The food teapot, the food silo's not over important until you consider that we're going to waste all of these crops if we can't store our food. Right? So in other words, in this particular year, given that it's August and that I don't have a bakery built yet, and I need to get the crops off the field at some point here. And we do have trucks in there, right? Only 2. Do we need more? I would think, yeah, we need to go borrow more money too. Let's buy at least 1 more. And then how are we doing? Are we getting ready for the crops? Yeah, growing 100%. So we should, yep, there we are. We're out there harvesting. Good. So all the fields are planted. Nothing stupid happened there, like I forgot to connect something or... Good. Yeah, see, this is a shame the way it is now, where your tractors just sit there doing nothing. You know, because it's not... Yeah, winter is coming, I guess. So we definitely... Well, we'll have to see. I've always wondered if we could get a few more fields in. You always tend to want to try to, but we'll just see what happens. There goes our distribution center working. Oh, so that leads to the question of... Yeah, well, we can't select that other one anyway, can we? So does it matter as far as... Is there a priority to the one that's on top? Does anybody happen to know? Like if I just go when I can and select this one... And if you guys don't know, it's fine. I think I'll try to see if there is such a thing. Like, does it go to the first one all the time? Because I'd rather them take it directly here. And then I guess we need to go get money ASAP. Yeah, borrow money. Let's borrow 350. All right, 360 then, because I can't get it. All right, so then now time is still playing, and I've always wondered if you're getting ripped off by returning that money then. Or does it, you know, oh okay. Oh, it's already paid back. It shouldn't let you hit that button twice like that, but there you go. Like, in other words, you know, time was ticking. I might have paid off some of the loan or something, like... You know, are you cheating the system, or the cheating system could cheat you depending on which way it went? Like, or does it auto correct for the fact that they allow time to go forward while you're in that window? Because if you think about it, you could almost, well, I don't know if you could game the system or not, but it might be a way you could, because I don't know, I'd have to think about it more. But if you said, okay, I'm going to repay the loan back at this amount. Nah, I guess you'd have to borrow more. I'm not sure that would work. But if you made payments on it, you would owe less. But if you were spending the whole time, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, citizens loyalty. Well, that's right. We should assign our loyalty. Production stopped. Where is our little statue? Oh, we closed the construction office, as I like to do periodically. All right, yeah, let's get that. Get the little statue going. Yeah, we got a lot of construction plan there, don't we? So our gravel plan is coming right along, 85%. Little gas stations going. How many? Yeah, 58% on that. We need to get this bus stop going. Oh, now we could do these roads too, or footpaths. I mean, let's get rid of that. And that. So I held off because I didn't want to split it into multiple road projects. People are mountain goats. They can go up and down any hill. All right. Yeah, that doesn't need anybody. So that's just a little further away, a little shorter trip for the bus. The people can work there fine. Plus, it wasn't... I didn't want to take away all our thing. And it was kind of on the side of the hill right there, where this is a little bit more of a flat spot. So, all right. So let's commit to that. And then yeah, we'll hold off on... Let's hold off on assigning too much. How are they doing over in Farmville? Yeah, these grain silos seem to take quite a while for whatever reasons. But there we go. Look, at least we're using the paver this time. It is good to get a paver. Can't be too cheap all the time. Right click to remove messages faster. Do we got a message? Oops. Okay. Thank you. Didn't know that, obviously. Good to know. So how is our trucks doing? And are they getting everything into there? Yep. See, the problem now, and that's what I was saying about that silo, is how many crops do we have? 29 on this one, 40 on this one. We're going to real quickly fill up that 100. Yeah, close to, we're going to get up to 40 on this one soon. And these aren't even partially done. I forget, how many do they hold? Yeah, I forget how much you get off of each field. What is it, like 300 or something? But it's a lot. So it's, whatever it is, it's like, we're definitely going to fill this up. So I'm hoping to get that extra grain storage in here so that we don't tend to run out. Now, I don't even know, does our bakery even use that much? What is it? I'm probably doing all this not worried about it because we do have a tiny, small food factory. Yeah, I use 12 tons of crops a day. I guess it's not much though, is it? What would the big one use? 42, yeah, so this is much smaller, but it'll get us going quicker on the food. And then really what I want to export anyway is that alcohol, which we could probably... Let's see what we need for roads and whatnot. We could probably plan on this. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna... Let's get rid of some of this. Oops. Yeah, let's go and... That way it'll end up looking straight, right? And we got this silo. Yeah, so this one's going to share between the cattle and the distillery, so... Yeah, this is our livestock farm, which I guess we could talk about the grass-fed. I got the grass-fed cattle thing, which we don't have to do anything about it now, but... there we go. So if we, oops, we look here, we got big cattle field, and if you notice, they don't, like this one needs crops. These don't need crops. They can just, well, because they're grass-fed, right? So they could just suck they could eat the grass, and then we kill the cows. Which is pretty cool, because I think that's a nice little option, right? Like, and if you get less than you would, big cattle field is going to give you 0.4. Now, I'm not... Yeah, 0.05. You're not going to get a ton from this either, so I think that's pretty fair. Now, medium, yeah, 0.1. We seem to have a duplicate. We got V2. I'm not sure what. Now, we do need power, I guess, but that's okay. So I'm thinking maybe we could do something with that. Now, I don't know where I would. Like here, the thing that I'm picturing might happen here is leaving some space for railroad tracks, right? At some point, we don't want to jam everything together. There's a huge map, or pretty darn big map out there that we can get into. Well, I was under the understanding that once the snow comes, the crops will be destroyed, at least, eventually during the winter. Hey, Pietro, welcome. And Hunkin, thank you for the advice, and welcome, by the way. I think I said hello to Mel as well with the coffee advice, but hello if I forgot to say hello. All right, let's keep an eye on this. Oh, good. So we got this done. So we need to get the gas station done. Yeah, let's not assign any more constructions for a few minutes. How are we actually doing? Yeah, we could probably do some more roads. We got a bunch of road-like vehicles sitting around doing nothing. So what are we waiting on? It just looks like we got caught in between assignments here. You know, nothing. We just need to get some people up there. Yeah, so I guess we should make sure this is assigned. And our footpath. Is that two separate jobs, or that's annoying? Yeah, I mean, we could pave that, but we might as well just wait until we actually have gravel. I mean, we're not going to, we don't need those other ones right away. Yeah, so as far as roads, oh, that's right, we need to get this road done too. Because we need to get that power before any of that will work. Now, can we put stuff in the granary with no power, I wonder? Probably not. You'd think in real life you definitely would need power ahead of that. Well, I know the crops used to stay in the field forever. And that was, good. I mean, in a lot of ways. Not probably very realistic, but good. And, but I have heard that it did. So we'll just check it out. If we get them all harvested, because I don't think we're going to get them all used up, and there's a good chance we're just going to fill these silos. Yeah, again, all of this stuff in my mind is just starter, right? We're just trying to get going, to establish ourselves, to not be like, let's look at our finances. Now, yeah, what's the best way? I guess do all time. Yeah, see, we're finally getting to the point where we're even producing much. And that's not even, like, what are we even producing besides those crops? Like, Yeah, let's look at it. One, we spent 240,000 on construction, and that's not even looking at this 316. Now is that? Oh, this is the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, this is just converted. It's not that you actually spend it on dollars. I think this is just, they're both the same. Pretty sure. Yeah, value of resources in rubles. So it's either way, it's the same actual numbers in the background. Citizens, constructions. Yeah, I think this part, I don't remember seeing this part quite as detailed. Average cost of one workday. Wonder how that's come up with. Is that like the citizens' facilities divided by the 0.44? Yeah, it could be, right? Because if you look at the citizens' facilities, that's like what, 36,000, or let's call that 22,000 plus 3 would be 35, like 38,000 more or less. And if you divided 16 by 38, it is around 0.44, isn't it? Or 17,000. See what I'm saying? So that's how much it cost us to provide a work day. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see if that goes up or down. That's the kind of little stuff that interests me when I'm playing games like this, to see if you can get more efficient. I think that when I first started playing, by the way, like, I didn't understand this screen at all, but this is like the best screen in the game when it really comes to, like, are you self-sufficient? Are you really making money? Like right now it's like, this is how much we bring in overall, and this is how much we're sending out. So not good. Right? Like, we need to get this bigger than that. We're quickly going into the hole, because a lot of times it's confusing. If you just look at your money, I mean, I keep borrowing money. You don't really get a good sense of, like, is your economy really expanding, or are you importing more than and so this is a real good idea. Like last month, how did we do? Actually, not too bad, did we? I think it's because we're getting those crops in. But the problem is we're not really going to sell those crops anytime soon. Right? What is, see, crops, 12,000. I would say it's counting that we're making concrete and asphalt, which is true. I wonder if we could export it. I don't know that it would, does it make any sense to export concrete? when you pay for the gravel and the cement. I'm not sure I'm too worried about that, but it seems like it should be a break-even kind of thing. Yeah, so there we go. So we're getting this worked on. Yeah, our bus stop's getting done pretty quickly. Those usually don't take too long. The problem with the bus stops is just there's a bunch of different steps. So as long as you can get stuff up there quickly, they don't take long to build it all. There we go, good. And then let's take a look. Stop production. Well, let's do this, right? So citizens loyalty seems low. Right click, left click, gotcha. Yeah, that right click thing is nice. New vehicle. Yep. Okay. So what do you guys want to do next? What is your thoughts on where we head? I mean, we really need to get some money going. And we've talked about, do we do a bit of a lumber kind of area? We could go up into here. Now, in the past, we had a path. Like, it's not unreasonable to make a road up over this way and over into there. I mean, it's sort of, through the mountains too, though, unfortunately. And I think if we ever want to head down this way, this is sort of a bit of a clearing and you can kind of say it's a little bit of a low spot. So thinking if we did a lumber, we could plant some trees and whatnot maybe over here. Just do a quick down and dirty lumber thing, and then we could use that lumber because we can turn lumber into fuel, and we can turn lumber into bitumen with the... Not that. Just clicking stuff. Does this do it? Now, where would it show up here, I wonder? That's storages, but... Wood pitch extraction. There we go. So we have wood pitch extraction, and then we have gas conversion. Wood gas conversion. Which, by the way, I know it's an American term, gas, but if you guys in Europe, fuel and gas are two separate things, even though fuel is gas. But if I say fuel normally, I tend to mean like diesel fuel. Just so you guys know, like it's not... I mean, it is interchangeable, but it's just, if you were to say to the average American, I need to go get fuel, yeah, they'll probably think of gas, but it's just not the same. You could just as easily think of the diesel as being that, right? Like, a lot of things are fuel. I mean, natural gas can be fuel for something. Right, so it's a very generic term if you say fuel, as opposed to gas, which is a very specific type of fuel. If that propane is fuel. All right, so we're not going to do anything there. Yeah, we're just waiting. We're just killing time. Our aggregate storage is almost done, so we need to start really just about ramping this guy up. We could probably start. Let's keep a good eye on our money. Yeah, we're probably going to need 2 buses up there, aren't we? We just really don't have a lot of people. Just really need some more workers. Let's start out with 1 bus, right? Because it's not like this is hypercritical. All right, let's just see what kind of buses we have if we filter just 1 page. That doesn't really matter. I mean, we don't need the biggest bus. Which kind of bus do we have for the construction? We've got a red bus, don't we? Sometimes I like to keep the buses colors different if I can, so I know who's doing what. Yeah, where do we put the bus? Yes, we have a 7600 or 7. What is it? I forget what that Scudera or whatever it is. Scudero. So we have this one. 52 passengers. How many do we reasonably need here? 15. So certainly don't need 52. Yeah, you know what? I remember this now. Why don't they ever have a bus that's like 20 or 30 people? I need to go look for them. I'm going to write that down. A whole list of mods. I got a lot of mods suggested to me. Bus with 20, 30 on my list. Hopefully we'll have that. But this Ziz is not too bad. A little bit less expensive. And then these guys get smaller. Let's do the Ziz just to get started. And then might as well set up the route for them. Right, we'll go to our main bus stop and then come up here. And then, as a matter of fact, you just, I don't think, you know what? No, I don't want you to take educated people, as a matter of fact. Which I really would uncheck there, right? Send the people to work and they never come home. All right, very good. All right, so I'm not going to start that just yet. But we are getting there. So let's see. Oh yeah, we can buy a vehicle. So biggest and fastest. There we go. So we're now officially making gravel. And then I guess we need to... get a couple dump trucks. Yep, that's... guy does 12 tons, but this guy does that, and even though this guy's twice the speed, we don't care in this particular short run. Let's get 2 to get started. Right, and then so your job's going to be to come here and then go there, and you're going to unload quarried stone. I like to every once in a while put that on gravel so the whole thing fails. Because I think of it as they're going to get gravel, but they're not. All right, so now let's come back here and give your buddy. Oops. Let's give your buddy the. No. There we go. All right, you might as well start too. Well, good. We got our gravel quarry going. That's pretty key. Now, we could get a guy... Yeah, see, this is where you get into a mess. Unless you start spending money. But we could get, like, one dump truck to just start bringing gravel down to here. Well, now, really, we should probably just undo this once we actually get some gravel flowing this way. Fuel. Buy it from the Americans just a little bit. All right, you're ready to go as soon as we get a truck up there. You're going to have stuff there. We need to get people, so let's get at least this guy going. Even though I probably could have waited a little longer. Yeah. Everybody's got power up here, right? Yeah, store gravel. Let's make sure all this works for a second. Yep, exactly. The Pietro, the boards. Yeah, steel mill. Yeah, steel mill is nice. And then we should talk about where we build our steel mill. This is the standard map. And, you know, one of the reasons I do like at times to stay away from, you know, the modded stuff is because everybody could be familiar with this, especially maybe for a live stream. You know, so we're on this map, like if you guys know of a good spot that you would build your steel mill from your memory of having played the same map. Now, I think this was where we were talking about the oil. This is the spot up over the hill here, the nice spot for oil. And the last time, if you remember, we had some iron mines because the nice thing about this area is you have some coal. I don't want to end up doing the same exact thing I did the last time, but if you look here, we have some, you know, fair coal deposits along this ridge. Some fair iron, but we also have like plenty of stuff other places. Like maybe we head back up over this way. past where we might do our lumber thing, because I was just looking up here. There's a nice spot of coal. Looks like right on this hill right there. So do we go up here maybe and do like a steel thing up that way? We're not going to do too much more today anyway, because it's getting close to 11 o'clock my time, close to 2 hours in. So if you want to take a look at the regular map and think about where you might think the steel would go. But yeah, definitely like to get steel going as fast as reasonably possible, allowing for the fact that it's so darned expensive to get it going, right? Because we got to get a coal mine going, we got to get an iron mine going, we got to get the steel going. It's not a problem. I'm looking forward to it. It's just we need the moolah. We don't have any moolah coming in at this moment. It's got me concerned. Oh yeah, I think at one point somebody said something about my messages in the last series, and there was literally like hundreds of them that I just never went through. Oh yeah, let's go look at did we build our statue? Or our monument? To Lenin. Yeah, so we have a new vehicle. All right, let's see. Did we get it over here? What happened? Oh, the trees stink. Really? Something odd must have been happening with that. Something odd was happening. Let me just put it that way. Now, can I delete trees in a safer way? Yes. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, the trees was a nice idea, but it kind of covered our... Let's go back. Now that we got this... Can I... No, it's not... Maybe if I give it a little more... I can... It sounds like it's planting a tree, but it's just not... I guess there's just not enough room in there, but you saw me plant 2 trees earlier. Now it doesn't like the idea. Maybe we plant a tree over here. You'd think I'd be able to plant that little tiny bush. I don't know. I guess I messed it up. Well, in any event, this is not making them overly loyal, is it? Let's see. Are we getting any better? Let's do... Yeah, we're in October, so let's do this year. Sorry, let's go to loyalty. Let's just loyalty. Oh yeah, we're still going down. So that one thing is not making them overly happy. Now, do we have any little... I know we have like little universities, but do we have... So I guess now I'm assuming... Alright, so where would this be? 4 citizens. Yeah, state infrastructure. Get used to our new thing there. Universities. Crime and justice. Really, why would university... Why would the Hall of Residence be under crime and justice? Or is that... Oh, there's nothing in there. Oh, you need to unlock it. I see. So we were just stuck on... I got you. It didn't change the... Like, it doesn't show me that after if it's not unlocked. So the secret police... You would think that would increase loyalty, wouldn't you? But we don't have like a mod that gets us... Yeah, I think the town hall is nice, but I don't think that gives us any loyalty. What do we got here? Let's shrink that down. New vehicle. Yeah, did I not delete that? Oh yeah, so we should talk about doing our research at some point too. Now, where do we research the... So this thing is locked. Why is it locked? Enable. Crime and justice enabled. When starting a new game for this feature to be enabled. Enabled when starting a new game for this feature to be enabled. I'm not sure I really understand the English there 100%, but... Oh, okay, so we have it disabled. Not available. Okay. Anyway, we're kind of getting distracted by that anyhow, aren't we? So this isn't... Yeah, there's tourism. So where is our... Where's our... Well, I guess we had the secret police back here, I guess, then, right? So that's the ones that... But we don't... I don't have any modded. So maybe by next weekend, another thing for the list is maybe a little secret police. Right, so we don't have to build that massive thing in our little tiny town. And I guess that would be one way to keep them from leaving. Anyway, getting bogged down with that. Let's make sure our constructions are still... Yeah, look at that. When you're in double speed, you do get some things done quick. So there we go. So we have gravel. Let's flats. We do get some construction done fast, even if you do look at the right thing. Let's gravel. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And we're gonna assign that. All right, now the other thing we could do for now is just so we don't... All right, can I just do that? Yeah, so now we're not going to purchase anything more there. Just in case. And we weren't feeding it into these, so we should be fine. Now that's the other question is, do we start a delivery route? Maybe to here and here? Now we don't want them sitting there. They could sit in here, but they're, you know, the problem is then you just do a loop when you don't really use that much, and then if you can't have them sitting there, your problem becomes that, you know, a lot of times it's or which one is it? 30 tons of gravel goes awful quick once you start making asphalt, right? So it's like, you know, you end up like screwing up your gravel, your asphalt production because you're not really getting that much gravel there with one truck plodding back and forth, right? Like once you're hitting your asphalt plant trying to get a lot of gravel going, you know, that one truck dropping off stuff to here just doesn't end up saving you that much money for all the running around you end up doing at that point, in my experience. Though it might be worth doing, right? It's not going to kill us just to do a truck and see how it goes. We'll do the slow truck, even though it's because it is carrying twice as much. Oops. Really. So if I close the vehicle depot, it closes that building. That's odd, isn't it? Like you would think it would allow that. So yeah, we can come here and say you load up. And then the other question is, do we just have it do both places, right? To unload, unload, load, gravel. Wait until loaded. Yeah, probably at least. Even if he's making stupid trips, we just won't. We can't have him wait here or here. But at least he can start trying to save us some money, right? There we go. Crime isn't in the game. Hey, Kozlowski, how are you? Well, that's all right, Kozlowski. I'm leaving in about 3 or 5 or 10 minutes. As just, you know, I'm gonna go get some stuff done myself on this beautiful Sunday. We did place, Pietro, more flats. I've got 3 more planned down here. I'm trying to stay, you know, a good distance away from any kind of construction or factories that we have. So I don't want to start building too much into this area just yet. We might try to get away with it in the future, but I'm trying to also leave some room for like rail and other things to happen. And then the fact is we just don't, you know, we don't really have that many people that are all crammed up, right? But you're right. We are starting to get to that point where another one would be good. Our problem, if you're looking at my numbers up here, the population problem that we have is that we've got quite a few kids, and we are starting to get our adults. Let's look at this year. Yeah, our splurge is coming. So you're right. It is time to start to keep a close eye. Another new vehicle. It is time to keep a close eye on this filling up, because this will fill up pretty quickly. But we still have some room for the moment. And what we can do is I wanted to build those roads first. Let me make that one job, right? And then this is one of these. All right, and let's all right, so at the very least, we can start getting that paved. Oh, where'd I go? Way too far. Might as well do that too. All right, how are we doing up here? Well, we are working on it. Yep. How we're doing here is we need to get this done. And then that done. Should go pretty fast. Yeah, we're right there. So are we making... We're making our own gravel. So thank goodness for that. Now here's the other question too. Should we have that guy export gravel? Yeah, you know what? Where is our... We have to find the dude that... Oh, no, you know what I can do? I can... The dude that's coming here should be on this list here. What is he doing? Oh, maybe because he's not... Let's see, do you got one here? No, I don't understand that. Yeah, this is the guy. Okay. Oh, I really don't like that it closes that way. Isn't that confusing? I don't know. You guys probably can't see it on YouTube, but that looks like a different truck. It doesn't look like our dumper here. But let's see. Can I close? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's just you pin it, it'll go. So what I want them to do is after this one, go here and unload anything you have left. So if you don't end up, that'll make him a little more efficient too, right? He'll maybe even pay for his own fuel at that point. Right, just unload. It's not that far away. It's not like we're asking him to go, you know, far. And a lot of times he might just waste his time driving down there and back. But how are we doing? Yeah, see, we're building up our gravel, so we'll stop paying for gravel here and here, which is nice. And we'll stop paying for gravel on our roads. We just have to start being a little more cautious about how we use it. But let's see, how are we doing? Speaking of that. Oh, yeah, well, we got 120. And then it certainly, in my opinion, starts making this well worth doing. I think that in between this week and next, and I really do want to start doing this more. I've just not really had the time. That's not much of a project there, is it? Really just haven't had that much time to just doing one thing after another. But I promise you, one of these times we're going to have a midweek live stream of this. There we go, right? Yep. Get rid of. Oop, it's not really what I wanted to do. Uh-oh. Comes the snow. Oh, great. So now I'm made that a whole separate little project right afterwards, but we're just going to live with that. Nah, say it doesn't want me to go past this anymore. I didn't mean to delete that whole intersection. I just wanted to meet up to that intersection. And see, because now I'm going to have that little stupid piece right here. Oh, no, you know what I could do? Can I switch that over to dirt like this? And then I can worry about that later, right? Now, somebody was saying if you did this and then delete the road from this way, no, that didn't work. If we do like this, And then delete the road from this way. No, that didn't work. All right, let's just commit to what we've got going on here. All right, so that'll be some good gravel consuming projects that I could do during the week, you know, before, so you guys don't have to sit there and watch every little nitpicking detail. Though I'm sure most of you do enjoy it, like I do. Yeah. All right, so at some point we're going to have to consider more road cars, and I guess the other thing we can see is, you know, how do these crops hold up? You know, that guy's still out there harvesting. We didn't nearly get the harvest done, not even close, which is a bit disconcerting. Now I'm wondering if you don't end up tricking the computer, like, I don't know how much was out here to begin with, right? Now, do we have yeah, see, look, this was dead full. Yeah, you know what we need to do? See, this is what, if those crops disappear, yeah, so let's do this. And then that guy should be all the way at the bottom, right? Unload 100%. Now, what I want to do, I want to go back up here, and I actually want to remove that, but then add this, which should put him on the bottom at 100%. So what I'm hoping happens now is that they try to deliver up here first, because that's close to our bakery anyway, and then they can come down here secondarily, and that'll just be a good, you know, backup place to put some stuff. And then we probably need another truck. Let's go here. Get somebody. Yeah, this one. How's our money doing? 500,000. Oh, 13,000. We need to borrow some more money. That way I don't need to borrow money when you guys... So if I pin that, I should be able to close this. And then say, look, I just want this one guy, because otherwise he's going to clog up the works. Yeah, I'll have you wait at either place with some crops. That just makes it a little easier to see what he's hauling. All right, so he's gonna haul crops from over here to keep this one full. And I'm hoping these guys... Yeah, see, look, there was trucks sitting in here, so... Yeah, the question is... did they harvest these? It's going to be... Yeah, the question is... Yeah, see, I think those crops just got destroyed. Which makes sense, right? Yeah, because there's no way they got all that off the fields in time. And there's also no way that these 12 fields are going to get harvested by this number of vehicles. So I think yeah, I'm not sure what our problem was. I mean, I guess we could think about it more, but it just more of everything. Like, did we just not get it out there sowed fast enough, or did we not get it harvested fast enough? It seems to me like we could probably wait a little bit more towards the harvesters, because, you know, the stuff was out there grown, and a lot, it just didn't get harvested fast enough, is what I would say. Now, that could have been because we didn't sow it fast enough, but my inclination is to maybe get some more harvesters going at that point. Add a dumper to the... Okay, I'm trying to read back. Matthias says, add a dumper to the distro office and let them handle it. Yeah, we could... You mean when you're talking about these? Yes, that's a good idea. We should talk about a distribution office. Now, I don't mind the loop that I just made in this particular case. Like, did we actually export any gravel by any chance? Let's see. No. Well, let's do this year. Just, well, what day is today? Yeah, sometimes it's January 1st and you do this year. Nah, we haven't exported any, but that makes sense because we're probably... Look, we filled this guy up, and now we filled this guy up. So Now with the distribution offices, is it easy to then say, see, that's one of the issues I think I had with the, I like a loop like this, even though it might not be super duper efficient, because then I know whatever I send out here is excess, right? Like, at least to some degree, it's excess. I know this isn't dead full yet, but, you know, like it's just the extra that I'm taking down and selling off. But I know I have my internal supply fully stocked. And then, because I don't remember being able to do that with the distribution, but we'll play with it, you know, and I'll take whatever suggestions. Well, and then, yeah, save stupid trips and waiting. You're absolutely right about that with the distribution. But then, to be honest, I don't usually pay that much attention, which is probably bad. But you're right. I think it. If we're exporting, though, it's not a stupid trip, right? Like the only stupid trip in some ways would be coming over to here, you know, like, but you're really not going in this particular loop. Like, I don't think we're in too bad a shape, right? We're not driving over to here to check is not that big a deal before you go and export the stuff, if that makes sense. I think in other cases, yeah, it's certainly would be worse, you know. And then the other stupid trip is when you do drop off and, you know, like we're still not fully full here, but if we drop off here, we might be empty by the time we come down here. That'll be a stupid trip, but in any event. Yeah, we'll talk about the distribution office and get them going. I mean, I'm not ever totally opposed to them. I just also don't mind the system that I've had. And the other truth is this isn't very efficient. I could do this and then have like use this quarry here, right? So maybe that's the thing to do is if I didn't want to export it, I could have a truck waiting here to export. And then I could drive and drop off the excess stuff here. So he would only maybe pick up if the guy, you know, got it to here or something. I don't think that would work. Never mind. You need to be able to load and unload the transport automatically to where the crops are needed. Yes, well, in this case, you know, this is where the crops are needed, right? This is the buffer for our food production, which is without power supply, which I don't know if that... Well, we seem to have crops in here, but we don't have any workers. Yeah, we're not really ready to fire this up yet, are we? Now, we need to... You know what? I was going to build these roads, and then we can build our bus stop. Let's do that, and I think we're going to get close to wrapping it up here. All right, regular bus stop, and not a bus platform. And then we were going to put it... Here, let's close that. Shift. Control and get it kind of precise. All right, they need to make it over to... Yeah, I think that's probably good. Let's make sure... Oops, what am I doing? Oh, I'm on the wrong level. Good, that works. That works. Let's get rid of... Yeah. That's a problem. Well, you know what? They could go in the entrance here, can't they? Yeah. Never mind. They have this, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you can go right in that way. That's fine. Okay, good. So is that road not completed? Now I broke that into two separate. That's a bit of a bummer. All right, let's commit to those. Then we need to let's get regular road going. Good, that's perfect. Let's commit to that regular road, and then let's assign some things. Let's even pause it, and then we'll come back to wherever we're at right now next week. Let's get these last little assignments. Like, we're got no construction. We're being inefficient. We can't do that until we do that. Yeah, we can't do that until we do that. But we can do this one. All right, but we need to get this, and then we can't do this, but we got that done, so we can take a little dirt road. All right, so then we should be able to assign this. So before next week's episode, I'll get all those constructions done. We'll, you know, hopefully be able to get the food fired up. I might see about getting a bus out there. What else? That would be it, because we're really not waiting. Now we're going to wait on, do we make money? Like, next episode is like, you know, probably getting that distillery going. And I'll do some of the little preliminary stuff, like, you know, maybe just start building this road out there a little bit, wherever it is. Right? Just start doing a little bit of that kind of stuff. How are our people and whatnot as we leave? Did the loyalty... No, well, we can't tell the loyalty there. Can we tell it? There we go. Look, our loyalty's gone up a little bit. Oh, but we had a bunch of escapes. Why are we having... Oh, look. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We ran out of money. All right, let's just borrow money immediately. At least I stopped time for another reason. I probably... You know, ouch. All right, so that was 360. Let's just pay back this, right? 239,026. Yeah, that's what I get for not reading. Well, I don't know if they're all dead. We still have 69. We're going to buy some more. You know, that's... Yep, but we just... You know, and it wasn't that long ago that I looked. Yeah, what is this guy? No, no fuel. Because we didn't have fuel. Temperature is too low. Let's see if we salvaged it. There we go. We got a worker anyway in there. That's excellent. Due to sickness, yeah. It just doesn't take much to crush it, especially during the winter time, does it? Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see about the all day. We might be a little bit quick on that assumption, but they're certainly not very happy, and I'm not sure if they're gonna recover fast enough, if we're gonna have anybody left or not. But that's a big hit to our society, isn't it? The heating, yeah. Well, we have a person at the heating plant, and the heating plant's running again. I don't know whether. Well, it could have been either the electricity or the heat. Probably both, right? Both of them go out, and of course that happens in winter. Or at least, you know. Yeah, see, we don't even have any people left there. So are we salvaging our people or not? Like, you know, we're down to 35. I mean, yeah, I mean, we only have one person here producing, you know, heat. Yeah, look at that. A lot of them did die too. Yeah, they're dying of. They're not just escaping. You know, they are dying. Well, what do you guys think we should do? Do you think we should go back in time, or do we just buy more people and take it on the chin? What do they call that? You know, we'll save ourselves with the autosave. I'm kind of curious to see if we got it in time. Yeah, the other problem is, yeah, are we even going to have enough people? Right. Well, we do have 28 workers, and they're all assigned to go to the bus platform here. The big thing is, can we get the temperature up in the building? All right, we do have the snow plowed at the very least, so... Yeah, there's our buses going back and forth. Where's the other bus? Well, we're keeping a person in there. We're just not getting much heat out of it at this point. I'd really like to see a second person getting to... Where is our other bus, by the way? Is it getting gas or something? It does tend to happen when you lose electricity. Then you start running out of fuel and all kinds of... Do we only have one bus? I thought we had... Oh, there he is. Okay. Now, the other thing that we need to seriously, if we're going to salvage this, consider doing is... Yeah, more people to the heating plant. Yeah, we're just not getting enough out of the heating plant to get our temperature up. And it's like a downhill spiral from there, you know? So even though this building is the one that's got the most workers, and it's sending them all there, we're just not getting enough heat because we haven't gotten past one person there, you know? See you, Teapot. And I'm going to get going too soon. Well, we'll have to decide. Leave your comments on what we do to recover. I don't think there's any recovery from this. Maybe if we had gotten more people immediately back there with the, you know, but it's just now the problem is it's just not enough workers to give us enough heat to heat our buildings, to get our heat exchanger and all back up the temperature, right? So they're just not getting, they're not getting warmed up in there. We don't need experts. Yeah, invite immigrants. Yeah, I think we're gonna we'll try to salvage it by actually buying people. I don't have a rule against buying them. It's just a waste of money. And I'm gonna put them in this building at this point where they're all assigned to work at the bus stop. I guess we need to get some people over here too, don't we? Just so they go everywhere else. Or else what we'll run into is no workers anywhere. Because I think you really need at least like 150. All right, let's get another 50 back in here. At least they'll be happy for the time being. And then we could deal with getting everything fired up at the beginning of next episode. All right, but I really want to see before we quit. Yeah, that bus is heading back. How's this bus doing? No workers. See, that's the killer. That's what we just, you know, we need to get workers out to here. Yeah. No, that was, yeah, it's that quick of a problem, isn't it? You get off and get distracted doing whatever I was doing. And I had looked up there about borrowing more money, but I thought I had enough time. I don't know what we worked on that was so expensive. Maybe they grabbed some steel or components for all this electrical stuff, or I'm not sure. Usually your money doesn't, I don't know. Maybe it was me at that point. Okay. Well, life is never perfect, is it? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it today. I thank you for your comments and for being here in general. I did have fun. I want to see if we can make some money. That just sets us further back. And really, when you think about it, it's not that far compared to what a lot of other things cost. You know, importing people is not so much money, you know, but it's just the kind of money we don't need to spend. An extra, you know, 50 or 100 grand getting our people back is not particularly fun at that point. Was there notifications? Yeah, I don't pay any attention to those notifications. Heating, citizens loyalty, traffic jam. I wonder how because that guy ran out of power. Ambulances, yeah. Citizens. Yeah, I don't even tend to notice those things when they pop up. I just get in my own world. There's an electricity problem, yeah. Stop production. That's a new one. Electricity. Yeah. Yeah, most of it was loyalty. But yeah, there was a couple pop-ups about the electricity, and then other pop-ups that were the indirect result of not having the electricity, or the direct result of not having the electricity. Well, there we go. At least we're back in business, right? Are we? We got 4 people working here. The temperature is too low, but that should be, yeah, that's, move that out of the way. That should be pretty quickly rectified, I think. I mean, this is getting up there, right? Yeah, this gauge really doesn't make a whole lot of sense with this 100 meters cubed degrees C. So I'm not sure why you would, very two different measurements there, you know. I'm not sure what the 100 meters cubed means. I mean, I understand that's a volume, but why would you then have is degrees C? So this is the degrees C, I'm assuming. But I don't understand why you would write 100 meters cubed on there. There we go. Oh, no. I have to have the thing scroll down. Yeah, we're really struggling to get the temperature up. But there it goes. The temperature is coming up. So whatever we've done damage-wise should be, should be somewhat mitigated, I guess. We'll just have to really keep an eye on this and I just got to not let that run down to nothing. Lesson learned the hard way. Again, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'm going to get going. I'll read out whatever comments or whatnot, but then I'm going to go. Yeah, there you go. Just replace all the people and we get higher loyalty, right? So, thanks. It's good. Good way to look at it. I always like the bright side of things, even if you're looking at the dark side and you call it the bright side, that's certainly looking at it, right? Yeah, this degrees C of the 100 meters cubed, like, I guess, like, I guess that makes sense, but you would not normally write that on a gauge, but okay. Yeah, there we go. We're back to fully functioning as far as that's concerned. And yeah, well, let me just pause it here and we'll cause that. I don't know if we got down to 0 people. Well, can we tell from here? No, I think I bought them right before I think we would have been dead. Yeah, see, look, we saved it. So we could say, like, we were not ever without 0 population at that point, Saved in the nick of time. Something like that. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, and I'll see you back at the same place. If not in the middle of the week, then I'll try to make it next Sunday. Thanks again. Take care.